हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम 10th क्लास की इस बुक है फर्स्ट फ्लाइट। इस फर्स्ट फ्लाइट का 5th चैप्टर है और जिसका टाइटल है द 100 ड्रेसेस। और ये पार्ट 1 है। पार्ट 1 के हमने 2 वीडियोस पहले बना चुके हैं और ये 3rd वीडियो है। ठीक है, तो इससे पहले हमने पढ़ा था कि जो मैडी एंड पैगी हैं वो वांडा का वेट करती थी स्कूल आते समय। इसलिए करती थी, वो इसलिए नहीं करती थी कि उसके साथ में उसे कोई सिंपैथी थी, नहीं, बल्कि वो उसका मजाक उड़ाने के लिए, थोड़ा सा एंजॉयमेंट करने के लिए उसका वेट करती थी। वांडा पैटर्न्स की जो है बोगन हाइट से आती थी और वो जो एरिया था वो मॉर्शी था। मॉर्शी मीन्स होता है मडी एरिया था, कीचड़ वाला एरिया था। उसके जो पैर थे वो स्मीयर होते थे, यानी कि उनसे सन जाते थे उस कीचड़ से। और दैट्स वाई जो वांडा थी वो रूम नंबर 13 के रूम नंबर जो 13 क्लासरूम था उसके बिल्कुल लास्ट बेंच के ऊपर कोने में बैठती थी उन लड़कों के साथ में जो रफ बॉयज़ थे या जो जिनके मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आते थे उनके साथ बैठा करती थी। लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं था कि वांडा पैटर्न्स की वास्तव में कमज़ोर थी या वो एक नोटोरियस लड़की थी या बहुत ज़्यादा शोर शराबा करती थी, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। बल्कि उसका एक रीज़न था कि वो बोगन हाइट से आती थी और उस ट्रैक के ऊपर बहुत सारे कीचड़ थी और उस वजह से वो पीछे बैठा करती थी। ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ से हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। तो किस तरीके से पैगी उसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछ के उसे परेशान करती थी उसके ड्रेसेस के बारे में, कि उसे उसके पास कितनी ड्रेसेस हैं, 100 ड्रेसेस हैं, हेड्स कितनी हैं, शूज़ कितने हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें पूछ के उसे बार बार परेशान करती रहती हैं। अब यहाँ से हम तो today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. So here we come to know that although they had been late to school. Who? Maddie and Peggy. But Maddie was very happy that she did not get a chance to make fun of Wanda, and she kept herself busy solving the arithmetic problems, and she was solving the problems absent-mindedly, mean to say she was not able to concentrate on her problems. 8 times 8, let's see. She wished she had the nerves to write Peggy a note, because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy, to say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has." And at that time, Maddie, who belonged to a poor family, she made up her mind to write a note to Peggy, requesting her not to make fun of Wanda Petronsky and not to ask questions regarding her dresses because she didn't have enough courage to tell her directly in a straightforward way. That's why she decided to write a note to Peggy. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. When she was writing a note to for Peggy, suddenly she paused. Paused means she stopped writing, and shuddered means she was terrified. She was afraid. She got scared. And why she got scared? For Peggy and the girls. Sorry. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Because she found herself, she imagined that she could be in the target. She could be a soft target for the girls and for Peggy, and that's why she got shuddered. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings, so no one in room 13 would recognize it. So Maddie was puzzled. Maddie did not want to disclose her secret about her dresses because she belonged to a poor family, and even her dress was second-handed, mean to say her dress was obtained by her mother from Peggy's mother, and it was some little bit changes were done to the dress so that it looks little bit different, and these changes were done to the dress so that nobody in the room number 13 could get a could recognize it. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Oh well. Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. And at the time, Maddie wished that Peggy should stop having fun of with Wanda. And in this way, Maddie was running her fingers through her hair, and it seemed that she was trying to push those thoughts away. Those thoughts were uncomfortable, or not pleasant, unpleasant thoughts. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the knot she had started. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. And here, now Maddie fell into self introspection, and she was also thinking about her friend Peggy, that she was the first friend of Peggy, and thinking about her, she tore the note she had started because Peggy was the most popular girl in the room number 13, and she was sure, mean to say, Maddie was sure that Peggy could not do anything that was really wrong. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggins Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. And one Maddie thought about Wanda that she was just some girl who used to come from Boggins Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her handdresses, and Wanda did not talk to anyone much, and she only replied whenever she was asked questions about her underdresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Suddenly, Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses. उसकी ड्रेसेस के बारे में मैडी याद करती है कि जो पेल थी, पेल ब्लू, और जिसमें ट्रिमिंग्स थी, ट्रिमिंग्स का मतलब कुछ कटाई की हुई थी, कटिंग्स थी. एंड शी रिमेम्बर्ड, और उसे याद आया कि किसी ने जो है उसके ऊपर ब्रिलियंट जंगल ग्रीन का उस पर सीनरी थी उस ड्रेस के ऊपर, विद रेड सैश, जिसके ऊपर एक रेड सैश बना हुआ था. ठीक है, रेड सैश. यहाँ सैश का मतलब जो रेड सैश का मतलब वेस्ट बेल्ट, या बेल्ट लगा लो, हम बेल्ट कह सकते हैं इसे. रेड बेल्ट थी उसमें. यू वुड लुक लाइक क्रिसमस ट्री इन दैट, द गर्ल्स हैड सेड इन प्रिटेंडेड एडमायरेशन. और प्रिटेंडेड एडमायरेशन के अंदर जानबूझ करके जो बड़ाई करते हैं, उसमें कुछ लड़कियों ने कहा था कि तुम उस ड्रेस के अंदर क्रिसमस ट्री जैसे दिखोगे. Thinking about Wanda and her hundred dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. Now, Maddie was thinking about Wanda and about her hundred dresses. Those were lined up in the closet. Maddie now started thinking about the drawing competition and coloring contest, and she also thought who could win the competition. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats. For girls, it was regarding designing dresses. For boys, it was designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. From girls' side, Peggy was supposed to win the medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. And everybody thought that Peggy could draw better than anyone else in the room number 13, and that's why she was supposed to win the girls' medal. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film stars had so that you could almost tell who it was. Mean to say, Peggy was able to draw in such a way that anybody could tell that whose picture it was she had drawn. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners, then they would know. And now Maddie was sure that tomorrow the teacher would announce the winners, and then they will come to know. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street. The street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Boggins sides. Next day it was raining. Light rain was there. Drizzling means light rain was there. Maddie and Peggy ran for school, and Maddie got shelter under Peggy's umbrella, and spontaneously they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on such days, and moreover it was raining, so they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, and the street was very far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill, and that road led to Boggins Heights. बोगिन साइड्स में सड़क जाती थी, तो रेल रोड जो था वहाँ पर जाता था, ट्रैक्स वगैरह जाती, सीढ़ियाँ जाती थी. एनीवे दे वन टेकिंग चांसेस ऑन बीइंग लेट, और वो लेट भी नहीं होना चाहते थे, इसलिए वो जो because the today was important, the day was very important because the result of coloring or drawing competition was to be announced. That's why they were in a hurry and they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? asked Peggy. Peggy ने पूछा क्या तुम सोचती हो कि आज मिस मैसन जो हैं वो विनर्स को अनाउंस करेंगे? Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course you will win, Peg. हाँ, ऐसा होना चाहिए, आज अनाउंस होना चाहिए रिजल्ट, और 1 मिनट के अंदर ही बोल पड़ती है कि निश्चित तौर पर तुम जीतोगी, पैग. होप सो, सेड पैगी गर्ली. पैगी ने वैसा ही कहा कि हाँ, ऐसी तो आशा है. आई होप सो कि मैं विन करना चाहिए मुझे. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. When they entered the classroom, they found themselves surrounded by dazzling pictures of various kinds of dresses with brilliant colors and designs. Okay, ledge, on every ledge. Ledge means corner. Every ledge and windowsill. So they found themselves surrounded with pictures, and on those pictures were drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them all lined up, and there were almost 100 dresses. All those pictures were lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly, and everybody who happened to look at the pictures, they were appreciating the pictures very much. Okay. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Bagels had won for the boys. जैसे क्लास असेंबल होती, मिस मैसन जो उनकी टीचर थी उसने विनर्स का नाम अनाउंस किया. जैक बैगल्स जो था वो बॉयज़ की तरफ से था, जिसने जो है बोट डेकोरेशन में जो है उसने प्राइज जीते थे. She said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12. रूम नंबर 12 में उसकी जो मोटर का जो एग्जीबिशन था उसके ऊपर वो वहाँ पर डिस्प्ले किया गया था, along with the sketches by all the other boys, जहाँ पर दूसरे जो बॉयज़ थे उनके भी स्केचेस वहाँ पर थे. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl in room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. I'm very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. And Miss Mason said that for the girls' side, uh, only one or two sketches were submitted by most. Mean to say, only one or two sketches were submitted by most of the girls, but only there was one girl in room number 13 who had submitted 100 designs, and all the designs were different and beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. Mean to say, any single out of 100, each drawing was capable of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Wanda Patron, and in this way Wanda Petronsky was announced the winner of the girls medal. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. And now the teacher continued saying that Wanda was not coming to school for some days, and that she was not present on that day to receive the appreciation that was due to her. Let's hope she will be back tomorrow. Now class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. Now the teacher asked all the students, Miss Mason asked all the students that Wanda Petronsky was supposed to come the next day, and she also asked the all the students to turn in the room turn around the room so that they could have a glimpse of the exquisite, means extremely beautiful and well made drawings. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths, and whistled. Though they were not interested in dresses, although the boys, particularly in room number 13, they were not interested in dresses, but still they were whistling, putting their finger in their mouths, and they got a chance to stamp on the floor, and they were appreciating a lot the winner, and the winner was Wanda Petronsky. Look back, whispered Maddie. Maddie ने कहा कि देखो, फुसफुसाते. Whispered means होता है in a very low voice. She said, Peg, there is that beautiful one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? देखो वही ब्लू ड्रेस है जिसके बारे में हमें बताया करते थे. ये इतनी सुंदर नहीं है क्या? Yes, said Peg. Peg ने कहा कि हाँ ऐसा है. And here is that green one, boy, and I thought I could draw. देखो बॉय एंड आई कुड, जो लड़के भी और हम भी सोचते थे कि हम इसे ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. तो इन दिस वे वी कम टू नो दैट दिस 100 dresses, the first part is complete over, and so far we have come to know that who was Wanda Petronsky, who was Maddie, who was Peggy, and who is Miss Mason, and what did the students think about Wanda Petronsky because of her long name and bizarre, strange name, because her name was different from other students. That's why she, and apart from that, she would sit with other boys. In this way, Wanda Petronsky was something different from other students. Okay, and we'll continue the second part in the next video, and I hope you must have got the line to line explanation of this chapter. If you face any problem, then please raise your queries or questions through WhatsApp platform, or you can call me up. Thank you for taking interest in my videos, and if you like, please like my videos and share with your friends. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.